Hey, what's up? Here's history lesson.
History lesson. I am 4 in this photograph, standing on a wide strip of Mississippi beach, my hands on the flowered hips of a bright bikini. My toes dig in, curl around wet sand. The sun cuts the rippling gulf in flashes with each tidal rush. Minnows dart at my feet, glinting like switchblades. I am alone except for my grandmother, other side of the camera, telling me how to pose. It is 1970, 2 years after they opened the rest of this beach to us. 40 years since the photograph where she stood on a narrow plot of sand marked colored, smiling, her hands on the flowered hips of a cotton meal sack dress. My summary is a little surface level, a little deep. So I say a young woman reflects on racism and oppression her and her grandmother experienced on a beach. Now the memory, it's a happy one, yet it's marked by segregation. And I'm saying that because of line 15 right here and line 12. They opened the rest of the beach to us, sand marked colored. The subjects that I see, again, kind of starts surface level and goes a little deeper. I see racism, I see oppression, I see family, but I also see freedom and I see innocence and experience. And the reason why I see freedom is these people are happy, they're smiling, they're enjoying the beach. So that goes with the innocence and the freedom. And yet there is also that experience of segregation, of hate, of oppression, of racism. So the parts that I liked and the parts that gave me a little bit of trouble, I want to start with the parts that gave me a little bit of trouble. Really just this last part, cotton meal sack dress. I just want to know more about that. I want to look up a picture of it. I want to see if there's any connection between this and the oppression, the racism, or the freedom even. The parts that I like are minnows dart at my feet, glinting like switchblades. I love the imagery of that. And then I also like this, telling me how to pose. I like this because I can think of like my grandmother telling me how to pose and my mom and my sister, and taking pictures, tilt your head or put your hand on your hip, pop that knee is what my mom would always say. I also really like this part, and the reason why I like this part is a couple things. Again, there's enjambment here, here, and here. So I like enjambment. I also like that there's a sense of time with this. I like it is 1970, 2 years after they opened the beach to the rest of us, and 40 years since she took the picture. So I like that in these, 5 lines, there's a very clear timeline laid out, a clear ancestry almost of this freedom and this oppression and this experience. So that is what I like. I'm really excited to hear or read, I guess, about what you like.